So then you move from there and you become this great CEO, go on to college, different things like that. What was that pivot, that moment for you that caused you to shift? What was?
Well, I think there's a few things. I mean, I like to refer to it as the CEO moment or CEO moments,
That's good.
when you realize that you are the CEO of your life. And those are moments in time where, you really begin to understand that you actually choose many things in your life, and those choices will determine your destiny. And so, one of the things I would say before I could even make a choice, I had to see a different way. So I think, I have to go back to some godparents that I had that, those godparents were, lifesavers to me. I met them, in the church family that I was in at the time before my mom, kind of went a different route, built great bonds with them. And, actually this was a minister and his wife, and they really, strong Christian principles and values, and more importantly, just a lot of love that they showed, and showed an example. So I would go and stay with them sometime in the summer. I was able to spend the night with them at times. They knew me, knew my mom, knew my father, and through those relationships, though, I always noticed that there were people. You see people, but there's not all the people that you really have a relationship and get deeper into their family and just understand their way of living. This was a group of people that I got a chance to see that side of how they really live, and see there's people who live a different way. Like you could be in four corners of a home and it's not stressful, or there doesn't have to be fighting and arguing. There's no drugs. There's no danger. There's a sense of peace, or you could get good counsel. You could get good advice. You could. One particular summer, I remember staying with them that my grades, I went up, I got on the honor roll just because someone sat with me and checked on my homework. You know what I mean? Just that little thing of, what did the teacher assign you? What are you supposed to be doing? And my grades went up, so just seeing that was very important. Now things, transpired where I wasn't able to, stay with them. I had to go back and forth, but I never forgot it. And it opened my mind to, just a different way of being, a different way of thinking. So what that did is it created what I like to call a crossroad. So a crossroad is a point where you can go right or left. And I think it's so critical to see a crossroad. And so when I got later on and I started to, matriculate through school and get into high school and deeper into, certain things right before kind of heading to college, I was able to draw from those experiences. And when it was now my turn to determine what I wanted to be, who I wanted to be, what I wanted to become, I made a choice to really go toward the example that I seen coming up in those godparents, to follow a different route and at least explore what I could be if I let go of some of the bad habits I got from childhood and latched on to some of the good ones. So I would say that was a pivotal moment in my life in terms of starting to head toward a better direction.
That's powerful. I like that. Crossroads.
Yes, crossroads.
That's the key. I'm going to keep that one.
Absolutely.